What is going on, guys? Play Rough Slurpuff with episode 3. We just bodied that school, guys. It took me forever to beat a Metapod in episode 1, but we did it. Second episode, guys, no one stood a chance. I know I am just breezing through these trainers. That's how it's going to go for a while, I'm hoping, because I don't want any early faints. And in fact, I have an MVP system going right now. Basically, when I go against a boss battle or an Elite Four member or something like that, every time one of my Pokemon get a knockout, and I'm sorry guys, I did that, I'm sick. Anytime the Pokemon gets the knockout, they get a +1, and at the end of the game, I'm going to see who has the most kills when it came to the most important battles. So right there, Tyra just bodied it, so he gets 1 point. So right now, he is leading the group with 1 point. And we're going to talk to Lily because, you know, we just need all this dialogue in this game. Getting to the point where you can actually trade Pokemon over to this game, guys, was absolutely ridiculous. I could not believe how much dialogue there was and how much you actually had to do. Make sure I fix this. Boom. Alright, last time I didn't fix it in that last episode. Sorry about that. There's Tauros. That makes you grab them in weird places. Makes them happy. Whatever floats his boat, man. Whatever gets me to use him. So he's going to make me touch him real quick. Oh, okay. Pet its face. Yeah, we'll pet its face. Hopefully it likes that. Alright. So today's question that I had for you guys is, who is your first competitive Pokemon that you've ever bred to play with competitively? Mine was actually Slurpuff. I didn't get into competitive Pokemon battling till Sun and Moon, and there is a crazy story about that, guys. One that made me very, very upset, but one that actually kind of grew my love for this Pokemon even more. So Slurpuff was the first competitive Pokemon that I ever bred, and I wanted a shiny one. I don't remember what attracted me to Slurpuff shiny, because I actually never paid attention to Slurpuff at all. But I guess one day I was just going through all the shiny Pokemon designs, and I found Slurpuff, and I was like, you know, this is actually a really cool shiny. I really like this, you know. And so I ended up looking into Slurpuff, and I was like, yo, it's in Burden Belly Drum combo. Like, you can use Belly Drum, cut your HP in half, use Citrus Berry, eat that Citrus Berry, get 25% of your health back, and then your speed is doubled. Your max attack is maxed out. I mean, your attack stat is maxed out. Your speed is doubled now. And now you can play Rough Return and Drain Punch. Drain Punch, guys. Slurpuff gets access to Drain Punch after you max out its attacks and after you use Belly Drum. Like, you can cut your HP in half and then get it back with Drain Punch. Like, that's just amazing. So Slurpuff is the one that got me really into competitive Pokemon, guys. And I was like, I'm going to breed a shiny one. So in Sun and Moon, I bred a shiny one, right? So I breed it, and it's Sweet Velve. It's not on Burden. And I'm like, crap. I was like, you know what? It's not even a big deal. I was like, I'll still go Belly Drum, Drain Punch. I was like, how do you get Drain Punch? Now, I have Belly Drum on this. I have that egg move. It's like, now, where do I get Drain Punch? Is it leveled up? You know, I went to the Heart Scale 80 and stuff like that. We're just going to skim by all these trainers. I know where the items that I want are, so when I come across them, I'm going to grab them. That's something important to note, too, guys. If you're going to play through this game, make sure to grab some items that are going to help, like a magnet or silk scarf or whatever. They're going to talk to me. So back to my story. I bred this Slurpuff shiny, guys. I did it in like 300 eggs. Really fast shiny, honestly. And it was Sweet Velve, not on Burden. I was really upset. I was like, you know what? Let's give it Drain Punch. Drain Punch is a move tutor that you can only teach it in ORAS because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were not out yet, guys. I literally almost cried myself to sleep. And that's when I came up with these dream sets, guys. I was like, you know what? I've got to use this Slurpuff somehow. I've got to. I can't just let it go to waste. I have to use this Swirlix. You know, I have to use them in a playthrough. I was like, but I've already beaten Sun twice now. I was like, I don't feel like it's that hard of a challenge. I was like, you know what? So I created the Pokemon Master set of rules, guys. And that's when I really started to look into Pokemon and building sets on how to use them through playthroughs. So you can always check those sets out. So, guys, I was so mad about that, though, that I bought Alpha Sapphire on my 3DS from the eShop, right? I beat it in 2 days using only Blaziken. I found a Swirlix from Japan on the GTS. It had all 4 egg moves. I bred it with a Snubbull that I caught. Hatched over 700 something eggs. Finally got my shiny. It was Jolly, Unburdened. Had to go and get my X copy, restart my X copy, go to the point where I could get the little cupcake thing that you use to trade it over and it evolves. Went and got that, traded it to myself, got it to evolve into Slurpuff, took my Blaziken, Mega Evolved my Blaziken at the Battle Tower or the Battle Mansion, grinded up a bunch of PP points so I could teach my Slurpuff Drain Punch. Finally did that, transferred it over to Sun and Moon, guys. And that was my first competitive Pokemon ever. And I put in a lot of work for that shiny competitive Pokemon. Used it for a couple turns, and then I was like, I got bodied because I didn't know anything about competitive Pokemon really, other than just copy what Smogum tells you. But I didn't really know that much. Now I know a lot about it, but yeah, basically I didn't know nothing then, and I got bodied with it. And then I got better. I got way better. I plan on doing battles hopefully in the future when I finally get a capture card. This one looks amazing to me. I'm going to just take this one. So, you guys tell me what your first competitive Pokemon you bred it and why you chose to breed it. I would definitely love to hear your guys' stories. Shit, I'll even make videos about you guys' stories if I like them. I love sharing people's stuff, guys. I love when people tell me their stories about like how they found shiny Pokemon or who their favorite Pokemon are. I've literally gone through almost every top 10. Okay, yeah, we're getting out of here. I don't know why I did that. I've gone through almost everybody's top 10 favorite Pokemon video just to see who people love. It's really interesting. People have a lot of fun taste out there. Who was the second Pokemon I bred? I'm trying to think of who was the second Pokemon I bred competitively. I think it was actually a Poliwag because I really liked Poliwrath, and Slurpuffs actually took Poliwag's spot on here because I was like, you know what? I don't really need Politoed that much as I want Slurpuff on this playthrough. Because I was going to go Politoed because I love Poliwrath and Politoed. Poliwrath, though, is the second Pokemon I bred, guys. And I copied Smogum down to a T. And I was like, I didn't know anything about Pokemon Space stats. And I was like, later on, I looked at that. And I was like, yo, Poliwrath's a physical attacker. I was like, why did Smogum. I keep saying Cerebi. Why did Smogum tell me to go... Oh, can't do anything with that yet. Why did Smogum tell me to go with special set? It's just because Poliwrath gets such a crappy physical set. That's why it's so much fun to make your sets for a game playthrough, like Pokemon Master Challenge. It's hard enough, and you can breed the sets that you want for your Pokemon. Because I came up with a lot of physical Poliwrath sets that work, compared to the fact of trying to use Poliwrath competitively, using its special attack stat. That was... It's no wonder I got bodied, guys. It's no wonder. I was using a special freaking Poliwrath. Like, people were just flying through me like I was nothing. Because I was really bad at what I was doing. Alright, so we're just going to go with that pink and white get up. Because, like I said, that is my two favorite colors right there. And, unfortunately, we aren't getting any action in this episode, which kind of makes me sad. I did not mean to do that. Third Pokemon I bred competitively was a Pokemon I loved, Flygon. It was in Oras, because I had beaten Oras, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to breed this Pokemon on Oras because there's move tutors, and I like it better than Sun and Moon, because I was so used to breeding in Oras at the time. And so, yeah, that was a mistake because Flygon gets Dragon Dance in Sun and Moon. So I was like, well, I can still like look and see what I want to give it, but yeah, I ended up trading it to Sun and Moon and using it there. Dude, take off my hat. That's what I meant to do. I knew what I was doing. Here I am doubting myself. Next Pokemon I bred. Oh, let me take off my hat. This is like the ugliest hat they could have possibly given me. I love hats, guys, but that one's just ridiculous. You know, I actually dyed my hair black twice during high school. Felt like it made my eyes pop. Then I looked like I was goth. Which I wasn't really goth, but I liked bands like We the King and Woe Is Me. Like, there wasn't really hardcore bands that I really liked. Like, I was kind of like love pop sync type bands like We the King, Woe Is Me. Trying to think, it's been a while since I've listened to a lot of that stuff. Where's the barbershop? There it is. This episode was literally me changing my outfit and listening to the 20 hours of dialogue they felt necessary to put in this game, because that's what makes a game so great. It's just dialogue. If you like it, then I mean, all means, go ahead. I've never once in my life ever played a Pokemon game for the dialogue, guys. I actually didn't read my first Pokemon game till Y, and then I was like, once I played through Y, guys, and I actually read the story, I was like, you know what? I can see why people read the story now because it was actually kind of good. I was like, this was actually. We're gonna go Ash Brown, I believe. This is actually a good story. I love Lysander, guys. Greatest boss ever. You can't convince me otherwise. Giovanni got nothing on Lysander. Lysander literally wanted to eradicate the world to make a new world order, almost in a sense. Like he wanted to only choose people that were worthy of him. Like, dude was insane. I love his design too. He was insanely cool. Alright guys, so I think we're going to talk to Ilma here. I'm not going to really bother with the totem stickers, if you guys don't mind, just because I already have a game that I fully beat it on, and I have the totem stickers there. And so, since this is just a playthrough, I don't find it necessary to do it. Sorry if I keep taking pauses, I'm sick in my throat. Oh, really bad sore throat. Kids got me sick. I got kids, by the way. You're going to find out some things about me, guys, in this playthrough that I don't know if y'all should know about me. But after this dialogue, we'll go ahead and wrap up. You know, I can go ahead and wrap up this episode. Oh, there we go. She's done talking to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't checked out the Pokemon Master Challenge, links in the description below. Hope you guys enjoying this series so far. I know that this episode we literally did nothing. I wish at the beginning of the episode I would have said, guys, please just skip this episode. I'll honestly even put it in the title, skip this episode. Just tons of dialogue, unless you want to hear my stories. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.